thing you got, can I have it?
I can't go to church tonight on YouTube,
Sketchy on
which you want to go there rather
every
than watch
level.
me. That
Can I have
makes
it?
total sense because it's awesome. Elevation Church is always awesome. And you can
If I
watch this
still didn't tell you what
playback
Griffin has to do with
later.
the children of Israel, and I understand that it's a little confusing because typically when this passage is preached, all that we ever really talk about is what they went through. 430 years of oppression.
So I can't go to church, so I'm going
And
to
after
make
that,
this little
the
bit of
plagues that
food
they
that I wanted to
endured,
make for the last
the
3
time
hours.
at midnight when the
And
angel came through and struck down the firstborn of Egypt, that if
watch
they
the
had the
live
blood on
stream
the
and listen to me. I'm going to
doorposts
talk to y'all for a minute.
at midnight,
It's
when the
12
angel came
o'clock
by,
in 30 minutes.
if they had the blood on the doorposts,
I
when the
want
angel
to
came by
cook
at
all
midnight,
this in
if they
25 minutes. Then sit
distinguished
down and
themselves
relax for 5 minutes.
at midnight, the angel passed by them. And
Elevation
when
Church
Pharaoh
dudes.
finally let the people go,
Pastor
there is
Steve
one
said, don't
thing
ask God why he didn't do something
that
for
I've
you.
seldom heard
Ask
mentioned in
him what he
messages
can
that
do
I
through
always
you.
found
Which is
odd.
what I said in my last live
And
stream.
to really
People
understand
didn't understand. It's not
how the
about
people
you.
of God not only went through the Red Sea, but how they
I'm
came
using one
out
whole fat
of
onion.
Egypt, you need to see something in Exodus chapter 3 when God first spoke to Moses that I think is so important for us to understand
Yep.
tonight before we leave 2018. Before we leave the pain of it, the trauma of it, the
Onion.
successes of it, the victories of it, there's one thing that I think we need to do tonight. Before we leave whatever Egypt, whatever suffering, psychological, self-honest in this year, in whatever way, before we leave it, let's not be too quick to leave and just expect that because the calendar changes, our lives will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting what God said to Moses. He said, go to Pharaoh,
Go to Pharaoh.
tell him, let my people go,
Let people go.
and tell him that you're taking all the
Oh, this eyes
livestock to
burning.
sacrifice to me in the wilderness, and tell him that you're going for a 3-day journey to sacrifice to the Lord your God. And he's not going to let you do it, but you got to be resilient. He's not going to let you go easily because you're valuable. Freedom isn't going to come with a good feeling. Freedom is going to come by force and focus and frequency. By force and focus and frequency. By force and focus
Focus
and
and
frequency.
frequency.
Deliverance isn't going to be a magic trick
No.
in your life or my life. No more than it was for the nation of Israel. There will be a discipline of sustainable deliverance in
Yes.
each of our lives. Because God will give us the way of escape, but he will not let us choose the way of escape down the road of ease that we might select in our most comfortable moments. And yet God said, I want to show you the reason
Yes.
for what you went through. Not only did the water come to cover the enemies of the Israelites, not only, I love God for what he does, he uses what I went through to set me free from where I came from.
Yes.
He knows if he doesn't kill certain things in my life, I will operate by the same template from my childhood. I'll operate in the same patterns. I'll stay locked in the same prisons if he doesn't kill it. So he brings me to deep waters to drown my enemies. But
Drown
watch
my
this.
enemies.
He said, before you go, I will make the Egyptians favorably disposed toward this people so that when you leave, I wonder, is this true in 2018? So that when you leave, so that before we count down to midnight all over the world, so that when you leave, and you put this one in the books, so that when you leave, I prophesy this over you, you will not leave empty-handed.
Woo!
So watch what I want you to do. Every woman, God told Moses, every woman is to ask her neighbor and any woman living in her house for articles of silver and gold and for clothing, which you will put on your sons and daughters, so that when you cross out of Egypt on dry, I feel God on this sermon. I said, I feel God on this sermon. I don't just want you to come out. I want you to come through dripping. And so you will plunder the Egyptians. By the way, y'all, we called this a praise party, but it's not. It's a praise plunder. We got to make sure before we leave 2018, we did everything that God has for us in the form of a blessing, in the form of a lesson. And so you will plunder the Egyptians. So when you come through, you make sure you don't come through like you went in. God, that's why I wanted us here tonight. Because why would we want to come through all of this and come out empty-handed? I didn't go through 2018 just to say goodbye to it. I didn't work this hard in Egypt and suffer this much in Egypt and push through the things I pushed through, not to receive the benefit of it. No, I came here on this night, on midnight of the last night, on the last stop. Because I want to come through saturated the presence of God. Saturated with the glory of God.
Saturated.
Overflowing with the glory of God.
Overflowing.
Come on, I don't want to leave this here empty.
Nope.
I don't want to come into this praise party. Yeah, I've been through some things. Yeah, there were some things that tried to take me out, and there are some things that I still got to deal with. But I didn't come to church to come through dragging. I'm coming through dripping.
Dripping.
And watch this. It doesn't mean I wasn't disappointed. It doesn't mean I wasn't disappointed. You can be disappointed.
You could be disappointed.
And still come through dripping.
Still come through dripping.
You can be like Samuel, the prophet who prayed for Saul and coached Saul and mentored Saul. And there came a time where God rejected Saul, which the people had chosen. And Samuel was so hurt about it that he wasn't even sure if he wanted to go on. When he saw how little his investment had yielded. But God told Samuel something that it was in my heart to say to you before.
Use the oil.
At midnight.
Put the butter in the olive oil.
He said, I need you to stop.
Cook that.
Morning.
Spray your top again with olive oil.
That I have already made a plan to replace in your life. And so here's your instruction. Here's your instruction.
Here's your instruction.
Fill your horn with oil and be on your way.
Be on your way. Stop it.
And when you get to Jesse's house, he's going to line up all of his sons that he thinks should be the next in line to be a possible king. But don't look at it like people look at it. Don't look to see who's the tallest or who's the strongest. I need you to stop judging your life by what you can see and take that oil and take that joy and take that strength that you've got left and take those lessons that you learned this year. And when I tell you it's the one, I want you to empty that cruise of oil on his head. Now, David wasn't even in the room when they started lining up sons. He was overlooked. But by the time God spoke,
I'm watching Elevation Church Praise Party.
Why?
On
It's
YouTube.
not what people do to you. It's not what people see in you. It's not what people have said about you. If the oil of God is on your life.
I couldn't go to church, so I'm watching on TV. Or on the YouTube. And making some food.
Dripping.
Dripping.
I'm dripping. My feet are dry, but I'm dripping on the inside. God brought me through, but I've got a power that is not of this world. So tonight we flip the flow.
Can you hear it?
We flip the flow. Stand up to your feet. We're going to flip this.
Calm down.
Flip this. We're
I
not
think it's
going
almost
in
over because it's almost midnight.
29.
But I suggest you go back to Elevation Church and watch their praise party. I've only been watching it for like 20 minutes, but it's bomb always. All this broadcasts are bomb, so you should watch it later.
Could have done that at home.
After you watch the ball drop, I guess.
We need a praise party for that.
Calm down.
A praise plunder for that. We came to get
I've never
everything.
made short ribs before, so I don't even know when they're gonna be done. Like, is it just when they burn on the outside? I don't know. I know how to cook, just.
So we do not go
I
away
probably should leave them alone.
empty-handed. This is not a gimmick. I don't preach for gimmicks. The Lord showed me that Moses was not the only one who stretched over something.
Moses was not the only one that stretched over something.
And he took me to John chapter 19, where the Bible
I can turn
records
it down.
that
It might not burn if I turn it down.
stretched his arms,
I already browned the onions. Where are they?
and they drove nails
I already
into
cooked the
his
onions.
wrists
Mmm.
and into his feet.
And I'm making
And
the
soldier
short
took a
ribs,
6-foot
which I've never made
spear
before.
with an iron tip
Like
and
this.
plunged it into his
I'm
side
making 3 of
as he hung on
those.
the cross. The Bible says that from his side began to flow
And then I'm going
and the
to
water.
put the onions back in,
When
let it
blood
all
flows from
marinate
someone,
together for a minute, and
usually
then I'm
it
putting
is
the
a
pan.
sign
And then
of
I'm
the
supposed to making
loss of
cookies. Supposed making cookies with
Jesus
it.
flipped the floor.
I forgot the cookies. Let me turn the oven
When
on.
his blood, I feel the Spirit
The
of
cookies
God
take
so
5
strong
minutes
on me right
because
now.
we don't like
For
cookies that are totally
seasons, wherever you
overdone.
are, whatever you've been through, God said, I'm about to flip everything that you have been through, and it is going to now be to your advantage.
Look at that.
Come on, every
Look at that
rejection
onion.
was
Oh, God.
setting you free from the need for people. I wanted you to depend on me.
Roll past the
Every
speed.
failure was setting you free from the need to keep up an image. I want you to depend on me.
Depend on God. Yes, yes.
Come on, let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let's flip it from what we went through to why we went through. I need a new definition of drip.
Alright.
For too long, I thought that it was
So
what I
after I
wore,
eat this,
or it was what I earned, or it was what I
I'm gonna do another
had.
live.
But I found out
I'm making my
that's
smoothie
not what it means. I'm talking
and making
about
my
a
cookies
different
because
kind of drip.
I
I'm
want to go
talking
sit
about
down
when the Spirit of God is in abundant supply in your
before the
life
New Year comes
to
in.
anoint you for every assignment that God has prepared for you to do in advance.
4 minutes.
This
4 minutes.
year, you're not coming in dry. You're coming in dripping. I got what it
Dripping.
takes. I am exactly who I need to be.
In case you leave before New Year comes in, Happy New Year.
I'm dripping. The presence of God
I'm probably
is
gonna be
so
right here when
strong
New Year
on
comes
me.
in,
The
'cause
purpose of God has
watching the ball
prevailed
drop
for
is not
me.
all that
God
interesting
has
to me.
anointed me for this season, for this city, for these children, for this time, for this moment, for my generation, for my battles, for my challenges. I'm not just
Are you gonna watch the ball? Oh, you left. Damn. I would left too. Shoot, I want to watch the ball drop. Some people don't want to look at me, not really saying anything. They want to hear the ball drop, watch the ball drop. I want to hear the sermon though, and eat this delicious food. 3 minutes.
this how
3
we come
minutes
into
to the new
2019.
year, and I'm making some delicious
This is
food.
how we plunder the enemy.
Hanging out by myself.
This is how we plunder the enemy.
We're not by myself because God is always with me.
He thought he drained you. He didn't drain
All I
you.
know is I'm a mama
No, he didn't drain you.
who's gonna eat food by myself when nobody asks me for it. Look, it makes me happy.
All he
Oh my
did
God.
was put you in a position
But
where he
there
could
is
drown
no
behind
way
you. I'm telling you,
I
you're not going in
believe
dry.
he can do it
Come on, let's
again.
declare the faithfulness of God over a new year.
Believe. Are they really bringing in the New Year with this song?
Come on through. You made it alive.
I don't think you can hear it. You made a way when there was no way. And I believe
And nothing is missing.
that you will do
And
it
it shall come to
again.
pass.
Y'all sing praise. I can sing pretty good. The most know he will do it again. Woo! 29, 28, 26, 25, 24, 22, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yay! Happy New Year! Woo! I see you do it again. But the break in the new year, praise the Lord. Ow! I believe. See you do it again. See, God invented the internet because I can't get to church. He wants folks that can't get there to be able to be there. I'm there. Ow! See you do it again. One done. I'm thinking I hear noise. I hear nothing. Let me turn the other on. Woo!
Well, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New
Thank
Year!
you so much for tuning in and being a
Oh,
part
there's
of
people
this
leaving.
year's
They leaving
praise party.
already.
We are believing
They don't have like
the
an after
best
party.
is to come
My church,
in
my city church has an after party
2019
tonight.
and are excited
But
to
I
see
couldn't
what
make
God
it
does
there.
through you right where
Maybe
you
they fed
are
them first.
this new year. Everybody's taking off here. We're so thankful that you have been a part of Elevation Church this year and are excited for
excited I
what's
was
to
part
come.
of
Thanks
Elevation
again
Church
for
this
being
year
a part of
too.
the praise party. Remember, tune in this
All right, I
coming
feel like I need
weekend.
more onions.
We're going to be streaming live right where you're joining us
And
right
I
now.
will be
Join us
watching you
9:30,
live.
11:30 a.m. this coming Sunday morning. We can't wait to see you then. Thanks again for being with us, EFAM. Happy New Year to you. We're believing the best is ahead.
Elevation Church has the best freaking streams. All right, I caught 30 minutes of the Elevation Church praise party. I'm excited about it. I was mad because my city church didn't stream, which I don't know why they didn't stream. They don't even have a YouTube channel. They didn't even stream on Facebook. And my country church didn't have service. Get off me, baby. I couldn't make it to the city church. And my country church didn't have a service. So I was kind of bummed. And I kind of forgot about Elevation Church. And I went down my notifications. And it said Elevation Church is streaming. I'm like, I've been ready for church since 9 o'clock. And I could have been watching Elevation Church the whole time. And I keep sleeping on Elevation Church like I don't know they're awesome. And I only catch them every once in a while. So I caught 30 minutes of the praise party. And I will be watching that back replay later. You need to go on Elevation Church and watch their praise party. All their broadcasts are a bomb. But I only missed I only caught the last 30 minutes of this one. And it was awesome. So I suggest if you watch the ball drop or watch Christina Aguilera sing or you're watching me or whatever, you should go to Elevation Church and watch all their videos, and especially their praise party, because it gives you a good lease on how to bring in the new year God's way. Because everything you do should be God's way. So I'm putting some more onions in the pan to go with these short ribs because I ate a lot of onions while the ribs were cooking. So I made the onions first, and then I made the ribs, and then I ate a bunch of the onions while the ribs was. I ate a bunch of the onions while the ribs were cooking. So now I feel like I don't have enough onions to eat. So I'm making more onions to go with the little short ribs. And look, they're little. They're teeny tiny. Got quite a bit of meat on them. But it's still relatively small. This one's bleeding a little bit. But this is not blood. It's like the protein juice or something like that. But anyway, 3 of those. 1 fat onion. But I ate like half of that fat onion. That cooked onion while the meat was cooking. So now I'm making another smaller onion. to compensate for what I ate and clean up as I go. So I'm gonna sit down in a few minutes as soon as these onions get a little softer. And I'm going to eat the ribs and the onions. And then I'm guessing about 1:30-ish, I'm going to come back in here and do another video, another stream, with me making my cookies, which only take 5 minutes to cook. They're homemade cookies that my mom and my kids and my sister made the other day. So I'm going to put them in the oven for like 5 minutes. And considering they've been sitting out for like an hour and they haven't been refrigerated, they probably will take even less time to cook. And I'll make me a quick smoothie with cookies and cream, ice cream, fresh vanilla ice cream, cocoa powder, milk, vanilla wafers. Yeah, I'm putting all that in there. And that's what I'm making about 1:30-ish or whatever after I eat my New Year's meal. So, I didn't watch the ball drop, but I watched Elevation Church Praise Party and did the countdown while I cooked my food. And I'm about to eat this short ribs and this onions. And then I'm going to come back and do another video and make my cookies and my smoothie. Milkshake, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to be freaking bomb. I couldn't make it to church. But God brought church to me through the YouTube. Because YouTube is freaking amazing. The internet period is freaking amazing. There's a lot of bad things on the internet. But a lot of good things on the internet too. These onions are so good. I love onions all the time on everything. And I haven't had onions in so long. And I said I wanted to make onions yesterday and day before yesterday. And pretty much ever since I bought this bag of onions a week ago. Why do they taste so delicious tonight? Oh my God, I probably could have ate that onion raw. Happy New Year, everybody! Did you watch the ball drop or is it not New Year's there yet? I want to know. Because I didn't watch the ball drop. I heard Christina Aguilera was about to sing. And I came in here to cook, and then I watched Elevation Church and counted the year down with Pastor Steve. So I don't even know what the ball looked like this year. But you really should go to Elevation Church's replay of the praise party video because the last 30 minutes I saw was bomb diggity bomb. So the whole thing probably was bomb diggity bomb. Unless you have some insight on how you should come into the new year and forget about all those supposed failures that set you up for your victories. And live like God's way, because God's way is the best way. Oh my God. I'm going to eat all these onions before this food is done. Okay, these onions look good. I'm going to put the rest of this back in there, which includes the 3 little short ribs and the onions. I devoured all the onions though. That was a big fat onion. And I ate them all. That's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. The amount of onions in the pan does not look like enough onions. I really want more onions. I should put another onion in there. I shouldn't, because I'm gonna take all the food out and make another onion and cook another onion for 2 minutes and then put it back in there, and that's just a lie. And like realistically, I have, let me see, 3 spoons like this full of onions in this pan, if not a little bit more, and 3 short ribs. And I should be good. And I'm telling myself, hey, you're going to eat a daggone milkshake and cookies afterwards, so you don't need more food. I just want the onions. Most likely when I get up in the morning, because I have 2 little short ribs left, so most likely in the morning when I make those, because I'm definitely going to make those, I'm probably going to season them a little different. All my garlic powder ran out when I was making these. And so I have my Body of Complete seasoning, which is effing bomb. Let me stop. I was not going to come to the New Year cussing. I have not cussed in hours. Partially because I've been here by myself. But I ain't gonna lie, because I talk to myself a lot, and I cuss when I talk to myself. So I have not cussed, which is good, because even being by myself, I do have these internal dialogues. And I talk to myself sometimes. You know, you gotta text and talk things through and hear things out loud so you can, like, you know, resolve issues. And I was debating whether I was going to go to church, if my church was even going to have service, if I was going to be able to stream my city church, if my country church was either going to have service tonight. I did all that talking when I was going to take a bath, when I was going to get dressed, if I was going to do the last live stream I did, which I did, you should watch it. I did a live stream when I was getting ready. Ooh, my stomach hurts. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna count this as done. I'm gonna get a real plate. That paper plate is like, Jackie, go to bed, babe. Go to bed. I can't do it right now. Go to bed. Cause you know better. That is gross. Thank you. Are you serious? Why would you do that? I'm not totally by myself. I'm with some puppies, so and they are wreaking havoc in my life right now. I got a lot of stuff I want to accomplish tonight. I want to put the Christmas tree down before I go to bed and straighten up all the toys and stuff. Because all my kids' stuff is under the tree. Because we keep it up, we keep the tree up, we keep everything under the tree neatly as possible. With them going under there every day and getting stuff from under there. You know, new clothes, new underwear. But we put it up a little bit late. And I said I didn't want to take it down right at Christmas. But now that stuff was getting on my nerves. So I told my kids before they went to hang out with their dad and their grandparents and their family for New Year's, which I can't remember the last time I've been by myself without my kids at night. Can't remember. Like, when the what? No, can't remember. In the daytime when they go to school, but even then, I'm running errands and doing business stuff. Like, this is the first time I've been by myself. And it wasn't like business hours. I didn't have like a meeting to go to or appointment or something. So this is, I guess I'm supposed to enjoy it. I'm enjoying making these videos. I mean, people are actually watching them, apparently. 3 people watched my last video while I was doing it. And then I had 7 playbacks the last time I looked. And I've had 4 people on there. So yay! What am I doing right now? I'm gonna leave this butter here. I'm gonna leave this, put the spices back here. Right here. I guess I throw it my. Oh, it's a little bit of garlic powder, and I'm gonna use it for my next meal. And throw this away. Alright. What am I gonna drink? I had a ginger ale, and I think I didn't drink that ginger ale. I think I was trying to save it for my food. Oh! Ah! I still have my ginger ale! Alright. What will be bomb if I made a picture of Flavor Aid, aka bootleg Kool-Aid. What? You take anything with flavor. I don't care if it's Hawaiian Punch, anything. If it's red or if it's kind of fruity, and you put a little bit of that in some ginger ale or some Sprite, even 7-Up is pretty okay. Man, that's like the best like punch deliciousness. Oh my God, that you're gonna have in your life. Alright, I was going to do the little purple cup that's kind of big. I think I'm going to go ahead and rock with this breast cancer cup because it is big. And after I drink my ginger ale, then I'm going to fill it with like this much ice, crushed ice. I'm going to put my smoothie in this cup. So, Happy New Year's. I'm going to come back in about an hour and a half probably, if not 2 hours. You'll probably be asleep, maybe not. Because it might not be New Year's there yet. I don't know. And I'm going to make my cookies and my smoothie. And you get to see my New Year's dessert. Now, my plan for the new year is to get healthy. Well, I was supposed to get healthy at the end of this year. But a whole lot has been going on. So I'm going to get healthy. So I should not start the new year with cookies and a freaking smoothie milkshake thing. But you know what? I want it. I'm by myself. I want to enjoy some food. I'm excited about it. All right. So, let me get this over here. I love y'all. Have a great new year.